Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video, we got something new. It's going to be sort of an unboxing, unveiling type of thing. I'm just going to be talking through this, so you might get bored, you might find it interesting, who knows. But let's see, where do I begin? Well, as you know, I am a fan of the Pandora's Box multi-game carts. I've been getting them, buying them since version 3 all the way up to Pandora's Box 6. And when I say I'm a fan, I'm not saying it's better than the original hardware. I think it's a very good piece of hardware, and it has a great value for the price that you pay for it. Okay, it's never going to replace the original hardware. Now, one thing is 3A Game Store. That's what they used to be called. Now I think they're called the Pandora's Box Store. They changed their business formula for their merchandise, for the Pandora's Box items. Previously, you'd buy a Pandora's Box, and it comes loaded with games. Since version 6 came out, they decided not to do that anymore. They would give you a link of where you could download the games, and the process to install the games isn't that difficult. It's pretty simple. But a lot of people did not like this. They just didn't want to have to deal with downloading games. And I guess that's understandable. So I think they probably took a hit as far as sales. I could be wrong. But one of my most viewed videos is the unveiling of the Pandora's Box 6. And I know you're still looking at the same image. And again, I'm just going to be babbling on here, so hopefully you'll enjoy it, and I'll eventually open the box. Well, I had someone leave a comment on that video, and they were basically trying to pimp their store. They were saying that they got this new Pandora's Box, come visit their store, it's preloaded, etc., etc. So I thought, okay, I'm going to take a look. You know, they see my video has, 100,000 views, which for a channel of my size is fantastic. For much bigger channels, that's child's play. So I clicked on their link and went to their store, and Jesus Christ, it was like $450, and that was the sale price. So with shipping, you're probably looking at $475, and it was their version of the Pandora's Box with a 2-player control stick. I thought that's just astronomically bad. But I contacted them, and I figured, you know what? We'll give it a shot. And I contacted them, and I asked them, would you be willing to send me a review copy of your item? Now, chances are what they did is they just got the latest Pandora's Box, probably put in a new interface and loaded with games, and now they're trying to charge a huge amount of money. That's what a lot of stores did for the Pandora's Box 6. Stores in the United States, they get a Pandora's Box 6, load it up with games, turn around and sell it for 2-3 times the amount. I got no response. I asked these people, just send me a review copy. It doesn't have to be new, it doesn't have to be clean, just let me review your stuff. Let me borrow the item, and who knows, you might get a bunch of sales. You really have nothing to lose. Well, they pretty much ignored me. So I thought, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to remove their comment. And I did. Why should I give them the benefit of a possible sale when I get nothing in return? So then I thought, this item that they had, it's called the Pandora's Box Treasure. And I've seen these before, Pandora's Box 3D, Pandora's Box Treasure, the Treasure 3D, whatever. I thought, well, I'm just going to go to AliExpress. And that's where I found this. And the total cost was $178 for a preloaded Pandora's Box Treasure 3D with a 2-player control panel and shipping from China. Now, people don't trust AliExpress. I've bought multiple things on there. I've never had an issue. It took them about a week to process the order, but once it was shipped, it got to my house in really 3 days. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now again, you got US sellers trying to sell their version of this for close to $500. I ordered from AliExpress. The store I ordered for was YOG Game Store. I think that's what it's called. Thought, you know what? Might as well just pick one. Well, let's see what we got here. Now, chances are what they do is they just buy from the official Pandora's box store, and they do what American sellers do. Probably, you know, they definitely have a new interface, and this one is preloaded with games. This has 2,350 games, something like that, but they're all preloaded. And it's got 3D games on there, so, you know, who knows? Maybe they got a new interface? I don't know, but we're going to check it out. So, got our cables, must have. Some extra buttons. Okay. We have our power cable. Now, here's something that you need to understand. When you order something like this from AliExpress, the store that you're ordering from, make sure they know what country you live in. 3A Game Store, or whatever they're called now, Pandora's Box Game Store, they give you the option to choose which electrical outlet you will need. So people in the United States need something different than, say, people from Europe. This store, I ordered it, I realized I forgot to tell them, or I forgot to select which outlet I'm going to need. And they said, you know what, it's not a big deal because they select the outlet for you, depending on where the part, or where the item is going. Okay, you got your power brick here. User manual. Home version arcade machine. Pandora's Box 3D. You hook it up to your PlayStation 3. I mean, really, this is probably just a Pandora's Box 6 with a new interface. There, you can see it right there. Oh, not quite. Let's see. And you can see some of it right there. Look at all that. Instructions on how to add games. Oh, I got someone here who's going to be picking up something. Hold on. I guess I'll be back later. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I was selling something and I saw the person drive up with his trailer. So, yeah, had to get that out of the way. So where were we? Let's look at this. Now, the design I picked, you can probably see a little bit of it right there. I just, went with something different. They do have a lot of nice designs. Like I said, the name of the company was YOG Game Store. I think that's what it was called. That AliExpress, their positive feedback was, I think, like 95%. But they only had like 5 reviews. So people don't tend to leave a lot of feedback, but so far it's good. It took them a week to process the order, but once it was shipped, I got it in like 3 days. So let's see what we got here. There we go. I will actually be selling my Pandora's Box 6 unit just because I now have no more use for it. So, who knows? Maybe if you're close by and you want to get it dirt cheap, I might sell to you. Look at this. Press the play pause button to stop the game. Then you can continue or return to the game menu. That's pretty cool. The Pandora's Box 6, at least the version that I got, in order to return to the main menu, you had to completely shut off the entire unit. So it's kind of annoying. Seems like they got some protectors. Let's take a look at this. Let's get this out of the way. there's the box. Don't think you're interested in seeing that. I could be wrong. All right. So here is the unit. It actually seems a little bit smaller than the Pandoras Box 6 version. And what's weird is you got this like PE pipe right here. Look at that. I guess it's just a protector. Little piece right there. All right, let's take a deeper look here. Now, what I do like is pretty cool. You got some protective film, it seems like, over this. See that? All right, so initial thoughts. You may or may not like this. So this comes off. Okay, yeah, look right there. You can see, tears pretty easy, but they obviously put the buttons in after the fact. Not such a big deal. Now, one thing that you may not like, and I think the reason why this unit is so cheap dollar-wise is because of the panel itself. You got this clear acrylic plastic. This is not under it. It's actually on top. I could feel it. It's like, there you can see it. It's just like a big thick label that's placed on top. So yeah, if you're going to be playing on this thing a lot, that's eventually going to just rub right off. It just is. But, okay, pretty nice. All right. Interesting. Let me go get a screwdriver. I want to see what the inside looks like. Okay, so here we are. I got my Pandoras Box 5 arcade stick. And of course, it has the Pandoras Box 6 unit inside of it. Now, take a look here. Look at the size difference. Yeah, so this new unit is definitely smaller. This is so you guys can know what you're going to get should you decide to get one of these. So that the new unit, or this unit, is smaller. This picture is a really thick label. It's really thick. It's almost like it was printed on cardboard and then they just glued it on. This label, it's thinner, but much nicer, much better quality. So, yeah, you can see the difference here. Now, 3A Game Store, or Pandora's Box Store, whatever they call themselves now, I think they actually do sell good quality items. I really do. It's just not for the hardcore enthusiasts who, want to bag on people or the Pandora's Box users because it's not the original hardware. And it never will be. It's a great alternative, but yeah. So anyways, back to this. Let's take a look at the buttons. Okay. To me, the buttons feel even cheaper than from the Pandora's Box control panel. Yeah, so quality-wise, it's going downhill. Right now, the only benefit it has is that there's preloaded games, about 2,300 of them, and out of those, I think like 170 are 3D games. And these are supposed to be games like Tekken 5 and Super Mario World and, all these other 3D games. Well, let's take a look at the inside. Alright, so we're going to open it up. Now, this one opens up different. The Pandora's Box version has these little screws right here, these little handles. You take those off. There's 3 of them, and that's how you open up to get inside the control panel. This one has 3 screws which go right there, and one right here. So let's see how this opens up. I just noticed something else. Looks like the buttons come with protective covers. No wonder they felt weird. Not sure why they felt the need to do that. Get it all off? I think I did. Alright, so let's get ready to pop this up. Okay, it doesn't stay open. It wants to fall down. And it looks like a Pandora's Box 6 unit without the protective covering. You got a little speaker right there. Your harness. Interesting. Little lights right there. See that? Little light strip. I mean, I probably could have built something better or paid someone to build something better quality, but yeah, whatever. Look at the underside right there. Interesting. Well, next thing to do is to hook this up and see what the interface is like. Let's go ahead and find out. Alright, so here we are. We're going to turn it on and see what happens. I like the little intro there. Just getting the camera adjusted here. Now we don't have any sound. Wonder why that is. Well, let's go into the settings menu. Alright, what we got here? Free play. Start and coin is to exit. Really cool. What's account management? Okay, interesting. Look at that. Dreamcast games, PlayStation games, Nintendo 64. This is interesting. There is a lot to choose from, but let's go back. You got all, category, recent, and search. How do you get to those? That's what I'm wondering. Look at the waviness right here, how on your game selection. Why did it do that? Okay, so there's no sound when you're in the game selection menu. You know what? Let's just try one of these. There we go. Now we just have the sound coming through the TV. Alright, let's try some Tekken 6. I'm not a Tekken player, so don't expect much. I'm just going to try a couple of these out just to see how it goes.
Round one. Fight.
Interesting.
You win. Round two. Fight.
Now, for those of you who have played this version of the game, that jumpiness, that kind of staggering, is that normal? Let's try a different game. So now I'm going to go back to the main menu by pressing both the coin and the start button at the same time. And... okay. I like this interface, I really do. Actually, that did not do what I thought it was going to do. Okay, let's try, there we go. Continue game or exit. Let's try exit. Very nice. I'm wondering what games these are. Is it PlayStation? Look at all of these. Well, here's the PlayStation, but what are these up here? Are these 3D actual arcade games? Wow. Now, for all I know, these games could be playing very poorly. Wow. Castlevania 64. I really wanted to like that game. Let's try, where is it? Do they got Super Mario? Yes, they do. Alright, let's try this one really quick. So far, I'm really impressed.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
This is really cool.
Hey, Mario.
Let's just see how this controls. This might be a long video, but I think right now you guys are probably interested. Oh my god, this brings back so many memories. Now I'm wondering how this controls, because remember, this is like an analog game. Huh. Wow, this... It actually controls pretty good. I am in awe. Alright, let's try this again. Look at all these games to choose from. I know you guys are going to have requests. MAME. Okay, here we go. Now we're at the arcades. aka MAME stuff. Oh, is this Famicom? Alright, let's get to some of those other games that we saw before. Wow, Game Boy games? Oh, wow. This is amazing. Xbox stuff? Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, that's the Xbox symbol, but these are not Xbox games. This looks like Nintendo type stuff. Tomahawk 3, isn't that Golden Axe 3? Oh, PC Engine. I love that game. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. Is this the Super Famicom? Chrono Trigger? There are some excellent games on this. Oh wow, Aladdin. This seems like a pretty good buy. Super Mario World, Metroid Prime. What else we got here? Wolverine Beauty Edition. I've never heard that. Okay, WWF Crazy Wrestling. So I'm thinking on some of these games they switch the title just to avoid any possible legal issues. I guess. Not really quite sure. Was that the PMG system? That's Mortal Kombat, but it's not the first one. Not sure which one it is. This is going to be interesting. Well, I don't want to make this video too much longer. I know you guys have tons of requests. Yeah, wow. This is going to be fun. Look at all this. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on the Nintendo 64. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be really fun. So, yeah, there you are. I know you got some requests, so yeah, let's hear them. Until next time.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.